Thank you so much. And I know you're going to stay with us because we just got some breaking news. A verdict has been reached in the ASU retaliation case. We have just learned that the jury has ruled in favor of ASU, saying that there was no retaliation. The trial centered around claims that 3 women, including basketball coach Bobby Hurley's wife, were sexually harassed by a major donor, but former athletic director Ray Anderson ignored it and fired the whistleblower, former senior associate athletics director Dave Cohen. Cohen claims his boss did nothing and continued to court the donor for financial contributions. Despite ASU's defense, an internal ASU investigation concluded that the donor had, in fact, sexually harassed all 3 women. Cohen, who oversaw the men's basketball program at the time, continued to press Anderson on the issue, and then Anderson fired him in August of 2019. ASU claims Cohen was fired because he objected to a staff reorganization, was difficult to work with, and had ethical lapses. Again, the jury has ruled in favor of ASU, saying that there was no retaliation. 12 News investigative reporter Craig Harris is inside the courtroom right now. He will bring us a live report on the verdict coming up at 5 o'clock. But real quick, before we get to Caribe, I want to ask you, Hector, this just came down as breaking news, the ruling in favor of ASU. What is your reaction to that?
I'm surprised. I am a little surprised based on what we have heard, again, out here, from the media, right? What we've heard from the media. But again, those jurors are in kind of a bubble. They're in an evidentiary bubble. They can only hear certain things that we hear, they may not hear. Right. And here, they undoubtedly focused on just simply the evidence of, hey, was he a good employee or was he not a good employee?
Okay.
And probably didn't give as much to this whole, whether or not there was sexual harassment, and may have seen this as just something that, the plaintiff's attorney was just adding in order to muddy the water a little bit.
You seem surprised, though.
I do. Yeah, I do. I mean, I thought, given here that you had somebody, some of these witnesses like Bobby Hurley coming forward saying, I would have fought for this guy to stay. His testimony.
And his wife was part of this,
absolutely.
Harassment.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I think the jurors here, and again, often these cases come down to that jury selection, who sits there and decides. And, surprises a couple things. 1, the outcome, and 2, how quick this verdict came back.
Yeah, it really did.
Right.
All right, Hector, we thank you so much for your insight. We appreciate it.